Hello everyone. Welcome to another East Coast Art Party live event. And tonight we have a very special guest returning for, I believe, the third time. It's not Bob Ross, even though these look very Bob Rossy. It's his brother from another mother, Rob Boss. They're very similar, they sound the same, they paint the same. But our guy is, I think he's a little better.
A little better. Little better.
He's got more fingers too.
Everybody's good. Everybody's good.
So welcome, here we are on a Friday night, and we're going to paint this lovely painting right here, which is a very popular painting that we've been doing for the last year or so here at East Coast Art Party. For those of you that are tuning in for the first time, these events that we're doing live, if you feel like we're going a little bit too fast and you want to catch up a little bit, you can pause the video, you can rewind the video. These videos will be all able to be replayed as well on our Facebook page at facebook.com, East Coast Art Party PEI. Under the video section on the left hand side, we have about 30 videos there. All of them are going to be left up there, so you can go through and try your hand at all of them if you like. Or if you've already done one and you want to try it again, you can go back and watch the video again. We have that there for you. We're going to be painting this tonight on a 16 by 20 canvas. You can paint it on whatever you have available. Speaking of materials, what we have here, I'm just going to put this down. Tonight we are going to be using blue paint, red paint, yellow paint, and also white and black. We're going to be using a plate for mixing. We're going to have a cup with water so we can clean our brushes. We are going to be using a large brush, a small brush, and a medium brush, but I should do that in order. A large brush, a medium brush, and a small brush. Now, if you have available, we will be also using palette knife. If you don't have a palette knife available, you can use a butter knife, a cheese knife, anything that's got a little bit of a edge on it. You can use a piece of cardboard. He'll show you how to do it both ways, I believe. If you have a fan brush available, you can use that as well. If you don't, that's okay. He's going to show you how to do it with the other brushes, probably the medium brush or the large brush. Now these two guys here, we do now have available on our website as well, along with all the supplies that you need to do any one of these events. So eastcoastartparty.com and supplies up top. You can purchase any of these items on our website and pick them up here at our studio at East Coast Art Party in Charlottetown. Yeah, so without further ado, we're going to paint this, and I'm going to bring you, proudly introduce for the third time. I keep getting it mixed up. It's Rob Boss.
It's Rob Boss.
Robert Bossy. Rob Boss. Good luck, guys. There you go, Rob.
How we all doing today? Thanks for having me back. I always have such a lovely time with you. So today, we're going to start off with that large brush. We're going to be using a couple of colors for this background. We're going to be using some phthalo blue, little crimson red, and some of that good old titanium white. Now that I got that ready, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. We're going to take our large brush. We're going to take a little touch of that phthalo blue and some good old titanium white. We're going to start going back and forth. Nice long brush strokes. But we're going to leave some of this canvas bare, because we're going to be going in with some of that crimson red and titanium white after. We're going to be blending them together. So let's just start with some phthalo blue and titanium white. And let's get that pretty little sky started. Nice long brush strokes. Little bits of paint. Make sure you get those edges. Just working on this happy little sky. I wish today looked like this. That's why we're doing it tonight. Everybody needs to see a little bright sky. Little bits of paint. Really spread it out. There you go, that's nice. That's nice. Nice and streaky. Little hint of a cloud right there. Take your time with it. Take your time with it.
Rob, you're dressed all in black today. Next time, maybe you'll wear titanium white.
Maybe I'll get a little titanium white. I felt the midnight black.
You wear it well.
I figured I'd just wear a little midnight black tonight. So we're still just spreading on some of that phthalo blue and some titanium white. Just relax. Just let it happen. Just go with it. No need to hurry. I'm just happy to be back here with you. Nice and light. Nice and blended. It's a sky, it's some water. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Rob, while you're getting that color on there, I'm going to ask a little trivia question.
Let's do it. Let's see what these good folks know.
Now, this is a fairly new trivia question because it pertains to the pandemic and people staying inside. 44% of us have done this during the pandemic, have dressed up for it. So 44% of people out there have dressed up for this.
They've dressed up to paint along with me.
There you go. It's not the answer, but it's a great answer. 44% of us have done this during the pandemic. They have dressed up to do this.
Do we have anybody dressed up as happy little trees out there tonight?
If you are, please send in a picture.
So we have some of that phthalo blue and titanium white, nice and streaky. We're just going to clean out that brush a little bit. We're going to take some of that crimson red and titanium white, and we're going to start streaking that on there. Once we have a little bit of that on there, we want it to blend in. So to do that, while that paint is still nice and wet, we're going to go ahead and pick up a touch more phthalo blue. We're going to start blending it together. That'll give us that lovely little purple.
I love the noises your brush is making on that canvas.
That's nice, eh?
It's very relaxing.
That's a relaxing sound. Just listen to that brush. Listen to it sing across that canvas. Just watch the magic happen. Nice and easy. Nice and slow. Now everybody's gonna look a little different. So is mine. It's your world. You paint it how you like.
So if anyone has any answers to that trivia question I asked, 44% of people have done this during the pandemic. It's dressed up. For what? Pop it down in the comments. Let's see some answers. Rob, do you have a guess? I know you said paint along with you, but do you have any other guesses? One that's a little more realistic?
Well, I think we got a few people who dress up to paint along with me.
Maybe.
I think there's one or two.
Hopefully.
I think so. Alright, so that's our background. Now we're going to let that dry. So I want you to clean out that brush. Dry it off. We'll take a short little break. See if you guys got the right answer to that trivia. Hi, everybody. So we have our background done. Let's see if she's dry yet. Just about. I'm going to give this a quick little fan. We'll get you the answer to that trivia question. And then we're going to start off on some happy little clouds. So Jeffrey?
Yes.
What would the answer be to that trivia question?
Okay, so the trivia question again was 44% of us have done this during the pandemic, and it's dressed up for this. It's weird how that's asked, but I'm just reading what it says. So 44% of people have dressed up for this during the pandemic?
There we go. Words are hard.
The answer, words are hard. Video teleconferencing from home.
Video teleconferencing.
So 44% of people who are working from home that had to do some type of video teleconference got dressed up, probably from
I was
just
gonna
the shirt
say,
down,
from the waist up.
the waist up,
Still in the PJs down below.
probably. Yeah.
Work up top and sleep down below. Alright. That's nice and dry. So we're going to go back to that large brush. And we're going to take some titanium white. And we're going to work on some happy little clouds. And the way we're going to do that is we take a little titanium white and we wipe it on our palette. And you're going to hold your brush up and down. And we're going to press it onto the canvas. And we're going to make little circles. So a little touch of that titanium white. And you wipe it off. We press it on and we make little circles. We spread that paint out. Nice and faint. Not too much. Just a touch. We have ourselves a happy little cloud. Let's put another one in right over here. Nice and quick. Little titanium white. Just a nice little kiss of the brush on the canvas. There's my sky. Some nice, happy little clouds. For our next part, we need to start working in some of that midnight black. Let's get a little midnight black on there. There you go. And with that medium brush, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put a nice line right across. And that line right across is going to be right in the middle. Right in the middle. Don't worry if it's not straight. That's all right. There we go. Now with that medium brush and some midnight black, we're going to start putting in our mountains. And it's going to be a real thin coat, nice and light. We're really going to spread that paint out. Really spread it out. Let's start with this little guy right here. I'm going to put one right about here. Now, always make your mountains a little bit smaller than you think they should be. Because we can always make them grow. We can't make them shrink. Nice and thin. Spread that out. Nice and thin. There's one nice little mountain. Let's give him a little friend right over here. These are your mountains. They're whatever you want them to be. We'll go with the big guy right here. Nice big one. Yeah, he's nice. Maybe we'll bring him up a little higher. See? You can literally move mountains. Nice and thin. Nice and thin. Really spread that paint out. That's looking all right. Now we're going to take that palette knife. Now, like Jeffrey said, you don't need to use a palette knife. You can use a butter knife. You can use a cheese knife. You can use a piece of cardboard. Or you can even use your paintbrush. You can use your medium paintbrush. I'm going to show you a little bit with this palette knife, and I'm going to show you a little bit with the paintbrush. We'll go both ways. Why don't I show you the paintbrush first? So on every one of these mountains, the left side is a little darker. That's the shadow, because that happy little sun is over here coming down. So these right sides going to be a little bit lighter. The way we're going to do it, if you're using a brush, we still got a touch of that midnight black on our brush. We're going to pick up a pinprick of phthalo blue and some white. we're going to lightly start smudging in on the left-hand side. I'll get you a closer look, don't you worry. Small amounts of those paint, those colors. We can tap it a little bit, get some texture in there. With that paintbrush, if you're using a paintbrush, there's still some black. We're going to get a little phthalo blue and some titanium white. We're going to smudge a little bit inside, and then we're going to tap it. Just tap it. Get some texture. We don't want it all the same color. No, no. No, no. Get some texture. If you're using a palette knife, or some cardboard, or a butter knife, or a cheese knife, we're still going to be using those three colors. Touch of black, a little hint of phthalo blue, and then some white. And we're still putting in that dark side of the mountains. Nice and light. We want that texture.
How are we getting along there, Rob?
Oh, I think we're doing just fine. I think we're doing just fine.
I guess it might be time for another trivia question.
I think so. You've got these good people waiting.
All right. Trivia question. When you find someone has eaten your food out of the work fridge, 9% of you have done this. What is it? Probably not right now, but I guess you can still do it at home.
Home is the new work fridge. So we're still using just those three colors, little bits at a time. Same technique as the brush, where we smudge a little on, nice little tap. Get that texture in there. These are your mountains, your mountains.
Do you have any guesses? Rob?
Well, Jeffrey?
9%.
Jefferson?
Jefferson? 9% of people have done this when they found out that someone has eaten their food out of the work fridge?
Well, I work alone there, Jefferson.
So what if you don't remember that you ate the food from your own fridge?
Well, then I have bigger problems than my food being gone.
That's true. That's true. I almost pulled you out of character there.
So, after we get that darker side on the left there, we're going to go right ahead and we're going to do that right side. And that's done with some white and a tiny little pinprick of midnight black. Not much, just a little.
Well, there's some nice looking mountains.
Well, thank you, Jeffrey Jefferson. Just little bits. Make them nice and happy. Little touches at a time.
All right, getting back to that trivia question here. I don't even remember what I asked. 9% of people have done this when they found out that someone had eaten their lunch out of the work fridge. The answer? Emailed the whole company. Emailed everybody.
Emailed everybody.
Everybody.
Well, you gotta know who eats your lunch. Take your time with this. Build your mountains however you want them to be.
Is there such thing as a mountain too high? Or is there ain't no mountain high enough?
Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough.
That's true. I mean, it's just like no pressure, just relax and watch it happen.
Just relax and watch it happen. Just nice and gentle. It's almost like you make love to that canvas. Nice and easy.
Good thing it's Friday night there, Rob. A little PG-13.
you go. That's nice. That's nice. Those are my mountains today. They're mine. I want to see yours. So we'll give you just a minute to do those mountains. Then we're going to come on back. And we're going to keep working with that midnight black. Alright, welcome back everybody. Now our next step is we're going to start working in some more midnight black. We're going to put a few little pieces of land and some grass down here. We're going to put some faraway trees poking up across those mountains. So if you took your paint all the way to the bottom of that black line, don't you worry. We're going to bring it back with some nice little trees. we're gonna take that medium brush. I'm gonna take that medium brush. And we're gonna take some midnight black. First thing we're going to do with that midnight black, we're going to start off right at the bottom. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put ourselves a nice little hill. Nice little hill. Something in here. We're going to give that hill a couple little bumps. Maybe bring him a little higher. A little lower over here. There we go. We'll give him a nice big little hill right there. There you go. Just like that. We're gonna paint that. We're gonna paint that in with some midnight black. How about that trivia there? Jeffrey?
Should get another one to go, shouldn't I?
Jeffrey Jefferson?
Jefferson.
What else you got?
Let's see what I can pull from the tickle trunk here. What do we got? Okay. There's a 30% increase in calls about this procedure in the month of March. So this past March, there was a 30% increase in calls about this procedure. What is it? Pop your guesses in the comments there.
Alright, while you're pondering that, we're going to put in another nice little piece of land coming right out in this water. Nice long one. And again, we're gonna give him a couple little bumps, little hills, something for those squirrels to run on. There you go. We're gonna paint him in black.
Beautiful hair. It's got that germ back bounce back.
That's all natural right there. Alright, we're gonna start down here again. This lovely little piece of land, this nice little hill at the bottom. Don't you think she needs a little grass? She's gonna get a little grass on there, right? Yeah. So we're gonna take that medium brush. We're gonna take a little bit of midnight black, and we're gonna do some light little brush strokes going up. Now I'll do a bit. Then I'll take it nice and close for you. Medium brush, nice and light. Then we get some little grass.
I'm going to rephrase my question. There's a 30% increase in calls about this procedure, and when I say procedure, I mean a medical procedure, in the month of March. What is it? Rob, do you have a guess?
Hair plugs.
No, it's not hair plugs. Great guess, though. Great guess why? I don't know.
So we're putting a little grass all the way across that rolling hill. Nice and light. There you go. Ain't that nice? We having fun out there? Every day is a good day when you paint. Now we're gonna add some of that grass to this other hill. Nice and light.
That's some nice grass.
Some nice grass. All right, we're good. Now with that medium brush, we're gonna wet the bristles a little. Just a little. Get them a little moist. We're gonna take some midnight black. And down beneath this lovely little hill, we're gonna lightly bring some black streaks going down. A little reflection. So a little water, make it moist, and a little black, nice and light.
Any other guess there, Rob, on that the 30% increase in calls about this medical procedure in the month of March?
I am gonna say,
I'm going to give the answer here in a second.
I don't know.
The answer?
Nose jobs. No?
The answer is vasectomy.
Vasectomies. Well, ain't that an interesting fact?
And that is the truth. I found it on the internet.
If it's on the interwebs, it's true. I believe Abraham Lincoln said that. Direct quote. If you can find it on Google, believe it.
I don't think Google was around when he was there. It was more like Metacrawler. or those other early search engines from the early 1900s.
Like Yahoo?
Yahoo. Or Bing. There's another one.
Small little bits at a time. Just like we were doing the grass, but this time a little longer. Little bits of water, little bits of black. We're going to do the same across our horizon. Small bits of water, tiny bits of black. It's a nice little reflection. Now we have that reflection. But where's our trees? We're going to put them in next. So these trees that are way off in the distance here, we're going to use our medium brush, and we're going to use a little bit of midnight black. We're going to do some nice little dabs. So we're just lightly touching our canvas and taking our brush off. Little dabs. And you're going to want to make some of those a little bit taller and a little bit shorter. We all right over there, Jefferson, Jeffrey?
Everything's good.
All right. That's good. That's good. I want to get a couple of these in, and I'll get you that close up. Light little dabs. That's going to go all the way across that canvas. Now give us all of those faraway trees. Take your time. You can always hit that pause button and rewind. We're going to give you one more minute after I do this before we start work on them big trees. So we'll take a short little break so everybody can get caught up. Make those trees look happy. Give you one more close up here. Show you all them trees. So I'll be back in 1 minute.
I'm just going to ask another trivia question while you're leaving there. And we'll leave them with that. 16% of single men say this is the first thing they look at on a woman's dating profile. What is it? And it's not necessarily the picture. It's more to do with what's in her profile. 16% of single men say this is the first thing they look at on a woman's dating profile. What is it? We will be right back.
Welcome back. We need to do a few more trees. These are going to be our nice big ones, nice big trees. There's two of them over here, and there's going to be one over here. Now you can use your fan brush, or we can use that medium brush. All right? Both of them will work. I'm going to show you both. We've got that medium brush. We're going to take a little bit of that midnight black, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to dab ourselves a line right on down. So we'll start right about here. So it's not a brush stroke, no. That's a dab. And then we turn that medium brush sideways. We're going to do some more little dabs, nice and light. Gently touch that canvas. Nice and gentle. It's going to be skinnier at the top. As she comes down, that tree's going to get a little wider. Nice and light. Nice and light. Barely touching the canvas. Go gentle. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts and your trees are going to be all right. Nice and light. Nice and gentle. If you're using that fan brush, it's going to be the same thing. Nice and light. Nice and gentle. Making those branches a little longer and a little longer. All the way down the bottom of that tree. There's a nice little tree.
Do you have any guesses to that trivia question?
Why don't you repeat the question there?
16% of single men say this is the first thing they look at on a woman's dating profile. Like in the description. What is it?
Her spelling.
Her grammar?
Yes. Grammar's important.
That is incorrect. I
Grammar's
mean, it's
important.
correct, but incorrect to the question. Rob.
And what is it, Jeffrey Jefferson?
Would you like to know the answer?
I'd like to know the answer, sir.
Her employment status.
Ah.
A lot of gold-digging men out there.
Well, I don't think any of us are working right now.
Working hard or hardly working?
Alright, now I'm going to do a few with this fan brush too, just so you can see. It's going to be the same trees. It's all good. So we're going to put two more in, right over here. A couple of big guys. But we're going to start with the dabs again. dab those lines down. All the way down. That's going to be a big tree. We're going to turn that brush sideways. We're going to start off with some little ones at the top, little short little branches. We're going to make them a little bit longer, a little bit wider. Maybe there's a little bird's nest up in there. That branch has got to hold them. And we're just going to keep working that tree down. Those little branches, a little longer, a little longer. The same as the other brush. There's a happy little tree. Well, he ain't so little. That's a happy big tree. Now we're going to put one right beside him. Nice and light at the top. Skinny little branches. Getting them longer and longer as you make your way down.
Say it's looking pretty good, Rob.
Oh, thank you there, Jeffrey Jefferson. How about that trivia? Let's give him one more to think.
One more of those bad boys.
One more to think about. Yeah, yeah. Because as soon as we're done, these big trees, some of that midnight black, we're going to go right ahead and we're going to take ourselves a little break. We want those trees to dry. We're going to come back to them, don't you worry. They're not done yet.
Let's see what we got here.
There we go. That's nice. That's nice.
43% of people say when they have trouble sleeping, it's because of this. What is it? And we will be right back.
Alright, how we all doing? We got those nice midnight black trees on there. That's good. Because now we gotta make some green. We're gonna make two shades of green. We're gonna make a dark green, and we're gonna make a light green. So to make green, we're gonna take some of that sunshine yellow. Right over there, and right over there. Two little piles of that sunshine yellow. We're going to add some phthalo blue. Make this one nice and dark. The deep forest green. There you go, that's nice. That's nice. This other one, we're going to add some of that phthalo blue. But we're also going to take some of that titanium white.
Did you have any guesses of that last trivia question there, Rob?
Why don't we repeat that question?
43% of people say that when they have trouble sleeping, it's because of this. What is it?
Because they ate too many of those quarantine snacks.
Too many quarantine snacks is not the answer. The answer is the room temperature.
Ah, too hot, too cold.
I think it's usually too hot.
Yeah?
Most people like to sleep cold. Do you like to sleep hot or cold?
Well, I like to sleep cold because I'm hot.
Wow. The confidence.
Temperature-wise there, Jeffrey Jefferson. Temperature-wise.
Oh, you're warm-blooded. I see. Okay. There we go.
There we go. So, we got that nice dark green and that lovely light green. The first thing we're gonna do, well, let me adjust my picture here. There you go. We're gonna take ourselves a napkin. You're gonna scrunch that napkin up. We're gonna dip it in a little bit of that light green and a little bit of that dark green. Small amounts at a time. And we're gonna start dabbing on this happy little bush. Just gonna lightly put on a nice little bush.
So they can use paper towel.
Paper towel, napkin, sponge.
Toilet paper?
Don't waste the toilet paper. No, no. We're just dabbing on that nice little bush. Move up here to this piece of land. Go ahead and do the same thing. Nice and quick. We want it different colors. We're going to go ahead and get a little bit of that way out here in the distance. There you go. What do you think, Jeffrey?
I think
Do you like my happy little bush?
It's looking fantastic.
That's nice.
Perfect size.
That's nice. Now we're going to go back to these happy little trees. We're going to take that medium brush or your fan brush, whichever one you're using. We're going to take a little bit of both of our greens and a tiny touch of that titanium white on the brush at the same time. We're going to do light little dabs to accent these branches. Small amounts at a time and very light. That's just going to make them little branches pop right out. Just a small amount at a time. Make those branches pop right out. There you go. Now, with any painting, very end, those happy little trees, you gotta do the most important step. And what would that be, Mr. Jeffrey Jefferson?
Well, I would think that one would probably sign the painting. Is that correct?
That is correct, Jeffrey Jefferson. You're gonna go right ahead, you're gonna take that little brush, you're gonna sign that masterpiece. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. I'm gonna sign this little guy. Where am I gonna sign him today?
Sign the bottom right-hand corner.
Sign the bottom right-hand corner.
That's what I would do.
Alright. We'll sign the bottom right-hand corner.
So you're going to use a lighter color because it's dark in that corner, right?
We'll use a little white. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Maybe I'll come on back soon. Have a good night, y'all.
All right, thanks, Rob, for joining us again for this beautiful painting. This is looking really good, bud. I really like that one. So thank you guys again for joining us for another East Coast Art Party live event. Stay tuned on our East Coast Art Party page on Facebook to see more live events happening. If you like the page, you get notifications. Also, if you go to our Facebook page, East Coast Art Party PEI, on the left-hand side under videos, you can see all of the videos that we have replayed. We have about 30 of them uploaded there now. We're going to keep adding more to that library. If you want to redo one that you've already done, or maybe tackle some of the ones that you haven't done yet, We have some kids videos in there. We have barn board videos. We have lots on canvas here as well. So go take a look, and hopefully we're keeping people busy during these hard times. If you don't have any of the materials needed, as we always mention, we have them available for you. So if you go to eastcoastartparty.com, on the top under supplies, you're able to click and you can view everything that we have. We have canvases and barn board and paint and brushes. We have it all. So if you need any of this stuff, definitely go and hit us up, and we'll get you hooked up with that. Yeah, so enjoy your evening. Hope to see you again here soon, and we'll see you next time. Take care.